Hello and welcome to the next episode of Gone Home, episode 3. So where we last left off is we are trying to find out what happened to our sister Sam. She seems to have made friends with this Lonnie girl. Seems quite an independent kind of character, and they may have fallen in love is the impression I'm getting, and run away. And we've just found some creepy they found a creepy secret passage to our Uncle Oscar's, I don't know, some hidden room, and he went mental. So let's find out what kind of craziness is down here. There does appear to be some kind of craziness down here. Fashion, I suppose. Ghost Hunters, Sam and Lonnie's secret house investigation log. Hidden compartments found 3. Library, upstairs hall and foyer. Evidence of supernatural. Discovered 0. The search continues. Hidden compartments. Library. Foyer. They've been added to the map, so we can go check them out. Okay. This would be his library. Oh, this is... Oh, we've been here before. Okay. So... that would be... That would be that one. There's another one over here, so let's check that out. Okay. So there's one, I think, in here. Oh, is it one of these things? At the edge of the world, private, do not read. Let's read it. The Green Glacier, Part 2, by Samantha Greenbrier. Allegra and a scouting party peered down warily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves from their perch high in the forest branches. Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacial basin in which the forest grew. It was a strange sight indeed, such lusciousness juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. His life hung in the balance. We have to hurry, Allegra's party followed behind, moving quietly as a breeze through the greenery. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" She saw the Queen Amazonian up on her pedestal, reaching for the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand, but it was too late. The first mate screamed as she fell towards the water, then splashed down, and all was eerily silent. Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. But then from the vat, something began to emerge. A head of dark brown hair, just like the first mate's. Then the shoulders and sleeves of his coat soaking wet. As the figure stood and the water poured down, Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, what looked back at her were the eyes, the face, the hair, and the hands and body of a woman. Still in the first mate's clothes. Still the first mate. She spoke in a soft clear voice. "Captain?" The Amazonian queen said, "She is one of us now. She is ours." Allegra drew her magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegra glared into the queen's eyes and said, "That's the love of my life, and you can't have her." 50 to 1. Write 3 times, stop, something, or Sam private. Half of Sam's locker. Oh, okay. 50. That's half for a locker. Okay. One there. So there's one upstairs as well. Okay. So that's interesting. So I think her stories are kind of to do with her exploring her sexuality as much as anything. So, because the first mate has sort of become her friend Lonnie. You know, because you see earlier on that Lonnie's kind of made up some clothes for them to wear. So quite interesting in that sense. Now there should be a panel here. Right. Oh. Okay. Interesting. 1. Hello. Hello. Who are you? Oscar. What do you want? To come back. 0. To open, turn first left. Completed. Okay. So we've completed her locker. So 051. Okay.
Lonnie came over today, but everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Well, looks like we guessed right. Now, interestingly, I don't know whether this is... Maybe it's my memory that's pretty bad, but this pack of cigarettes, so it's obviously a fake brand. But however, I think it's a fake brand anyway. But Morley, I think, from what I remember, were the cigarettes that the smoking man on the X-Files smokes. Interestingly, I think. Gosh, Sam. Magazine for Men. Ah. Great UFO cover-up. Gillian Anderson, X-Files. Must be that connection. It makes sense. Right. Anyway, so we solved that mystery. Now, I think we need to go in this attic. Because we've got a key now. Or we haven't. Okay, so the only other place that the key could open is downstairs on the right-hand side as you enter the building. I think, from what I remember. There's no more panels to look at. Nope. So, let us check. Oh, there's a locked door over there and a locked one here, so... It's cool, it shows you on the map. I like that. Oh, it's not that door. So, basement. Ah. Now there is no run feature in this game, so we may be wandering for some time. Is it that one? It would be that one. Not that one, but the next one. Okay. Interesting. Let's have a look in the basement. I wonder how big the basement is. Cobwebs. Getting spooky. Okay, crisps. Or chips, as they call them in America. Oh. Ah, it's all gone wrong. Okay. 3-ring binder, shove that over there. Read the note. Dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me to your abode for the Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the flavourful potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long, but it was pretty funny how impossible it is for your dad not to be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially, yours, your close friend and confidant, Lonnie D. Quite a fancy man. Dear Mr. Soto, allow me to take this opportunity to thank you in kind for being such a gracious host of the festivities at your father's estate. following the aforementioned meal with my parents. Your family's Thanksgiving feast was the more enjoyable of the two events, I must say. One especially appreciated the time I spent with your grandmother, who is a lovely woman with sterling taste and a refined air. Let's do it again. Same time next year, shall we? Indeed. Madame Samantha Greenbrier, Esquire. Lil. Okay. So that's cool. Can we look in here? No. Is there another light switch? There is. Good, because I can't see anything. Nice. Okay. Oh, whoa, that's another room. Okay. Let's check there in a sec. There's a ribbon. Oh man, one of my old sex ed assignments. Directions below. Oh, this is the one that Sam did. But she just did it. Oh, she copied Sam's. Oh, cool. So the one before, she copied Sam's, but she actually added the story around it, I think. Caitlin is for kind. A is for amazing. Duh. Cool. Nice. Good for you, Caitlin. Okay. Let's have a little scoot around here. This is somewhat creepy. Somewhat creepy. So we have furnaces. And we have... So that'll be gas and electricity, I'm assuming. Anything of interest? Turn the lamp on. Reed College, January 24th, 95. Samantha. Dear Samantha, congratulations. I'm pleased to inform you of your admission to creative writing track of the Reed College Summer Programme for Young Scholars for its 1995 session. We believe you have much to contribute to the Reed College community. Based on your portfolio and academic record, I am pleased to offer you financial aid to cover 75% of the summer programme's tuition and fees. Attached documentation delineates your schedule, optional secondary track choices, and your dormitory assignment. Please remember to submit the attached form if you wish to be eligible for one of the 3 Reed full-time undergraduate scholarships to be awarded to exemplary students at the end of each summer programme. We very much look forward to your attendance. Again, congratulations on your admission and best wishes from all of us at Reed College. Sincerely, Julie Morris.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Damn, that's sad. Holy shit. One of Dad's books with something stuck on it. Dear Terence, thank you for sending along a copy of your newly published book. An author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognise my son in the subject matter. An author's work is the externalisation of that which he holds dear, and that which he fears, and in this respect I believe your work was successful. But the lens through which the personal shone was needlessly clouded by genre clichés and implausible dime store science-fictional die ex machina. The great authors speak of their life's milieu in clear and honest tones, the lens crystal that refracts their thoughts without distortion. Congratulate you on surviving the great ordeal that is publication, and rest assured that readers of your chosen genre will lap up copies hungrily. But I urge you to shed artifice. You can do better. With a father's love and encouragement, Richard Greenbrier. God, what a bastard of a father. Poor guy. Mum's citizenship. Nationalisation. I can't read any of that. So she became... Yeah, so her mum became American. Okay. X-ray specs. Cool. Yolanda De Soto, Miss Samantha Greenbrier, One Arbor, Boone Country. Who's Spanish lesson? X-Flame. Dear Sam, I am so happy you like the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico, I think, probably. The nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Allegra and the first mate, lost on a mysterious island, where even the plants are out to get them. And then I think of them together, out there in the wilderness together, and I start thinking of you again. I lie here in bed and I can almost feel you. I've been trying to save it up for when we're together again. I haven't done. Good job, okay? But I tried. Okay, enough about that. Your last letter got to me the day before we start driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. If I get home first, we can read it together, and yes, I'm taking tons of photos. I'll have to spend so much time in the darkroom. Lovely. Okay. Tape player. There should be a tape around here somewhere, I'm assuming. An X-ray specs tape. What is that? Read page. It's like a drug. The first time was in my room in the middle of the night. I woke up and Lonnie was kissing me. The clock said 3:13. Her face... Oh, she's not going to read any more. Okay. Never mind. Sister's getting grossed out. Tape. And... examine form. Jewelry store. So she bought that love heart pendant thing. Cassette. Put the cassette in the tape player. Girl Scout. The band formerly known as Cub Scout. Set list.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
Okay. Right. Seriously loud that. Nice. Anything of any interest around here? Postcard. Oh wow. Hey Sam, I'm writing to you from Multnomah Falls. I'm here on a stupid class trip, which is stupid because it's March and I don't know if anyone running the school has been to Oregon, but it's cold and rainy and shit in March. Wish you were here. Oh wait, you are here because I'm writing this to you in the gift shop. Oh shit. Here you come. Nice.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, you didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl. But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
Okay, Batmobile, costumes, goths and devils, cheerleaders from the Smells Like Teen Spirit video, one girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy, the Psycho House girl, coolest stuff about being the Psycho House girl. Cool thing, number 1, everybody in the hall thinking you don't know, they're looking at you and whispering as you walk past because I guess they haven't heard of Peripheral or something. That's a lie to Mum and Dad's situation, but it was so worth it. The girls on stage was just so loud and real and awesome. Everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. These are actually her journal notes. Because it seems like we are reading a journal that she has sort of sent to us. Goodfellow Senior High, Samantha Greenbrier. Appreciate the time and effort you put into writing your letter. It showed initiative and was well written, but it does not change my mind on this matter. While I understand that Miss DeSoto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. As to your complaint that no other student has been punished for their part in this incident, the fact is that no guilty party has come forward, and there has been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced your locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. I suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring you more unwanted attention to yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place. Okay.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
It is a weird one, isn't it? She's sort of anti-establishment, but she wants to join the army. Oh, weird. Women outlaws. That'll show you who runs this joint. She's tougher than a wild Mustang. No female is gonna tell me, yeah. Okay, cool. That's pretty cool. Sonic Youth. Nice. How does this... Okay. Ah. Okay. It's all opening up quite interestingly. Oh, that's the... Oh, okay, then we're back here. I see. Anything? Okay. Hey Lonnie, sorry Mum was such a bitch last night. She's hardly ever around since her forest is like an hour away, and then when she is home she takes it out on you. Like, because you're not a member of the family, she knows you won't call her on it, and I'm sorry. Haha, it's okay. I know she's just jealous of our cool and free-wheeling lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm something. My mum lives in Florida. I'm lucky my mum lives in Florida. You have to have a mum every day. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the mum thing like that. I know I shouldn't complain. No, I'm being serious. My mum is a psycho-Christian, and her husband, Don, is a complete tool. Living in Florida with him is her eternal punishment in my mind. So you wouldn't rather live with your mum in Florida? Whoa. Brutal. Offer a promotion, Bruce. Dear head, due to so Mum got promoted to Regional Conservation Management Director. Assistance will be sought for. Okay, so Mum's back home a bit more. I see. Okay. This skull was coolest thing I found in Mexico, and it was like $3 American. I love it. Merry Christmas. Miss you. Treasure it always. Okay. Okay. God, her mum has a lot of purses. Take care of our forests. Okay. Hi Jan, I got 2 tickets for EWF on Thursday. My girlfriend says she doesn't want to go. Her taste in music rears its ugly head again. So that leaves me with an extra ticket that I thought you might be interested in. More than a clearing rush in the freezing rain. Right. Rick. Jan. So Jan is the mother. This Rick guy, Richard or whatever he's called, seems to be hitting on her mum, potentially. We're getting quite a lot of info from snooping around. Hopefully not, because that doesn't sound like it'd be a great thing for them, but... disturbing inappropriate materials at on school grounds, phone call to students' parents. So, I'm sure you refused to hear us out this afternoon. Your mother and I are putting this in writing so that we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges, and from using your car for anything except going to and from school. We understand what you are going through, but we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behaviour at school, and clearly, once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so this won't have to happen again. Dad.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, 'cause they're in for one very long phase.
That was pretty grim. Bloody hell. First off, congratulations. Janice, someone, regional director, and our Greenbrier. And I say congratulations because, come on, you're going to take the job, right? What are you waiting for? An improved invitation? Call them back. But in the meantime, let's discuss this little outing you had with our favourite flannel-clad hunk. What a blast. But you sound like you're reading a lot into an innocent night out. You're sure there's something there? You said he had an out-of-town girlfriend. You're sure they're not serious? Okay, so we have to figure out what we'll see something other than next person. Enough with the letters. I owe you congratulating Margarita, boss lady. Soon, Carol. How strange. Don't give up. Don't give up on this, honey. The accidental warrior. Terrence Greenberg. Right. Now, I think what I probably should do at this point is I should probably look at stopping the game for a sec and ending the episode, because it's probably been about half an hour now, I would have thought. So thanks for watching. It's actually been a pretty fun episode to be doing, to be honest. I'm enjoying it. Enjoying this game quite a lot, to be honest. It's very, 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 very story driven. Holy crap. But where are we at now? I mean, I could do these last bits in this area. Maybe I should. I will check this room out first. Let's check this room out. Oh shit. Tape. Right. Samantha and Danielle were in the woods one day. It was sunny. They were on an adventure, but they went to the something part of the woods, and it got dark. Danielle said, "Are you scared?" Samantha said, "No. Are you?" They laughed and went some more into the bad part, then they went to a part that was never there before, and then this ship, pirate ship, on an ocean. Samantha said, "I'll be the captain and you be the first mate." Danielle said, Aye, captain." And they went on the pirate ship and started sailing away.
Daniel finally came over to get his game. I'd been dreading it. But he brought this story with him that I wrote when we were little. I started reading it, and then there I was, crying at the kitchen table. He asked what was wrong, and I was thinking about how we used to be friends, how much I take him for granted. But instead, I told him about school, and Dad, and Lonnie. And then how sorry I was that I wasn't his friend anymore. He gave me a hug and said it was going to be okay. For some reason, I almost believed him.
Time schedule, working at Crown Burger and Bethel Green. Chris on a proposal of the marriage of their daughter, Helen Margaret and Mr. Richard Morris. Pattern work. Okay. Milk, It's half-eaten apple. Oops. Okay, I don't think you're gonna find much in the. She's having a bit of a rough time, this Samantha. Gotta say, not the nicest of parents. Not very understanding. To be fair, Gratch's new position. So yeah, she did become Regional Conservation Director. Okay. Right, I think we've probably checked out most stuff in this room. Is there anything of interest in here? No. Okay. So we checked out the kitchen. Oh, and there's a calendar as well. Anniversary trip, 4th to the 8th June. Katie comes home this month. We'll call with exact date. Okay, so I think the family are actually away. I don't know what the... Oh, she didn't go to Rick's wedding. Well, she did? I don't know. Dear Miss Greenbrier, first let me say that I hope this missive finds you well. Hell, it feels like a goddamn miracle that it finds you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Worry not, we aren't the feds, the men in black, or any of the other sort creeping fascist hobgoblins. In fact, we're on your side. Let me start from the beginning. Unknown Dimension is what you might call a specialist publishing house. We traffic in the weird, the ahead of its time, the lost but not weird, not forgotten, by a small dedicated group of plugged-in bibliophiles, type of out-there mass-market shunning visionary expression that refuses to be taken on anything but its own terms. We've had an unparalleled run since our inception 4 years ago, unearthing and reviving Christ, or zombie-like, timeless works such as N.N. Bestman's Message of the Snake. It's Inside Me, by Jens Keller, and Emil Krieger's often banned Venusian flesh traders. But ever since we discovered tatty copies of your Accidental series at a church rummage sale in Long Branch, New Jersey, we've been trying to track down the author of this weird and dark American outsider art. It's just the kind of forgotten portal into 20th century civilization's anxieties and delusions that our readers lose their minds over. James Bond and Harrison Ford might be the dick-swinging heroes that modern suburban Americans want, but John Russell, mild-mannered insurance agent by day, reckless history-revising sociopath by night, is the twisted peacekeeper that it deserves. It's our mission to bring him back to life. Okay, so I've typed plenty. What do we want from you? We want your permission to reprint the work. Since the original publisher, Mercury Books, folded a decade ago, we want you to supply a new forward for the books, to appear in brand new editions of The Accidental Saviour and The Accidental Pariah, to be produced by Unknown Dimension as a limited run and marketed directly to our highly discerning customer base. And we want to offer you a portion of the proceeds, contract to follow, assuming you're interested in coming along with us on this weird odyssey. We look forward to embarking with you and to thrusting your work screaming back into the sweating palms of an unsuspecting American public. It's about time. Blast off. Okay. Cool. Right, so Sam, your mother and I will be away for a long weekend celebrating our anniversary, June the 3rd to the 7th. We'll be camping in the gorge, but we will give you a call on the way home. Sorry the kitchen is still mid-renovation. Never trust a contractor. $40 is on the table to order pizza while we're gone. Be good. Right. Right, I will stop there because really I have been on this mission for some time. And I probably should stop. It's been a fair few minutes. So, what I will do is I will finish the episode here, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. See you soon.